Shalom, everyone, from the Tabernacle of David Prophetic Dance Center in Jerusalem. This morning, as I was in the Word, the Lord gave me a word that I feel is really important. And most often when He gives us a word, it's not just for ourselves to keep private. It may be, but oftentimes it is for the edification of the body at large. And I will do my best to share it with you. I felt the Lord was saying, it's time to come up higher. We are not living in our potential as blood-washed children of God. We are called to be a priest before our King. We are to wash our robes and come up higher. We are to live on a higher plane with God. We're not living out our potential. I think many of us are just coasting, and we're just satisfied to just know that we're saved and we're going to heaven. That is not living out the fullness of our destiny. And I believe we give God the greatest glory when we live out the fullness of our destiny. So He's saying to us, come up higher, my child. Wash the dirt off your priestly garment and come up and live on this plane with me. Come up higher. We are called to be a priest before the King. We have been set apart. We are not called to stay in a corrupted lifestyle that we were in before we repented of our sinful ways and came and believed upon Yeshua. So I felt this very strongly. The other thing is step by step. You know, God can take us on such an adventure, and it truly is step by step. It's so important to be obedient every step of the way, because it is part of the great calling. We can't see the future, but He can. And He's calling us to obedience. That is our part. We tend to downplay our role. This is part of the first word now coming into this second word. We tend to downplay our role. But our role is huge. We are to be assertive about the call on our lives. We are called to apprehend, to take hold of with chutzpah, with holy chutzpah. Not to acquiesce, not to be passive. Oh my God, no to passivity. That has got demonic holds on it. Passivity can be such a demonic oppression, and it opens a door. We are absolutely not called to passivity. We're called to apprehend. We are called to assert our priestly role in this life, to partner with God, whatever it is that He's put in your hand to do. Step up. He is calling us to step up higher with Him. And I think so many of us have just been content to just coast and not take responsibility for our part in this dance duet with the risen King, Yeshua. He is the leader and we are the follower. But our part is huge, to surrender and obey. And He would say to you, what have I put in your hand? I want you to step out with that. What have I placed in your hand? Respond to me now with what I have placed in your hand and in your heart to follow through with this dance with me in Yeshua's name. Hallelujah. God bless you from the city of the great King, Yerushalayim.